All right, we're doing repairability assessment for Rona Johnston, and our layout here we've identified. We're doing a repairability simulation. To do a repair, if we had a damaged shingle, we would take it out and install a new shingle. What we're going to do is we're going to take out a shingle, reinstall it instead of putting in a new shingle. So it's a simulated repair. The shingle marked X is the target shingle to replace. The perimeter shingles that could be affected in the repairability, the two shingles below it, we've numbered them shingle number 1, shingle number 2. Shingle to the left of it, number 3. Shingle to the right of it, number 4. The two shingles above it, number 5 and number 6. And the two shingles above that, number 7 and number 8. To remove this target shingle, we'll just call it shingle X from now on. To remove shingle X, we have to remove the nails from the center of the target shingle. But when we remove those nails, we won't be able to remove it because the nails that are in the center of shingles number 5 and number 6 also go through the top of shingle X. So we have to remove those nails also in order to remove the target shingle. To remove those nails, we have to lift up shingles 5 and 6. And then to remove the nails from shingles 5 and 6, we have to lift up shingles number 7 and 8. Okay? Before we do the assessment, first thing we're going to do, before we do the simulation, we're going to check the condition right now. I'll rub my hand across, see what kind of granules are coming off. There's a few granules coming off, not too many really. Okay. Looking at this, we don't see any, there's no tears or rips in any of the shingles. I'll take some photos here. Oh. So there's no tears or rips. The next thing we want to check is how well they're sealed. So this is the target shingle. We're going to have to break the seal here if it's sealed. We're using the tools we're using: low profile pry bar, regular roofing hatchet. So these shingles are sealed pretty well. This corner of shingle number 6 is lifted a little bit already, but the rest of it's sealed pretty good. Shingles 7 and 8. The pry bar's not, that's a tab. The pry bar's not sliding underneath, so those shingles are sealed pretty well. Okay. Next thing to check is the teeth. The dragon's teeth or the laminate above shingle number 5. That one's loose just a little bit because these top pieces are sealed and laminated down to the bottom piece. They're laminated pretty good. Seven and 8. Okay, so all the laminations are pretty good. So the current condition, the shingles, so if this is a damaged shingle, the shingles around this do not exhibit any damage. So now we're going to proceed with the process. So let's break the seals. Got to break the seal under. Breaking the seal on shingle X can affect 1 and 2, but not typically as much. Oh boy. Sealed really good. Ay, ay, ay. Wow. Ow! Shit, this is a chore, man. This is the east or front slope of the roof. Oh my gosh. It's been a long time since I had a shingle that was this difficult to remove. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. All right, well that caused damage. I'll take a picture of that in a minute. But trying to loosen this shingle, it ripped shingle number 2. Oh man. And it freaking. So shingle number 2, it tore shingle number 2 really bad, and it caused it to lift up and the nail head to pull through. So now shingle number 2 is a damaged shingle. But we got shingle X loosened. Watch out. So now we're loosening shingle 5 and 6 above the target shingle. Our markings on the shingle are going to get brushed, and it'll be hard to determine, to see them clearly once we complete the repair simulation. But we will reference them based on our original markings. Golly. Lynn, if it was hot out here, this would be very difficult. It's not even hot. This is difficult. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. We got to be able to lift this. That shingle just tore. Shingle number 5. Okay, now we can take the nails out of the target shingle. This shingle tore also, but it's the target shingle, so it's not going to matter too much. Yeah, this got ripped out. So, look, I'm not even going to continue to try to take that out and put it back. It's just going to cause more damage. So what we've got here, shingle number 2 has already been ripped and torn. Shingle number 5 has already been ripped. And the teeth are becoming delaminated. So shingle number 5, in the process of lifting this up, this tooth right here, which was healthily sealed down, is completely loose. This one is coming loose. Yep. This piece right here, now that's going to be falling off because it was loose. So actually, that's, see, if we're continuing, I'm not taking any nails out yet, but now we have to break the seal between 5 and 7 and 6 and 8. We got to break these seals to get that shingle out. We'll go a little bit farther in the process. Okay, so now, in this process now, we would have to take the nails out of shingle 5 and 6. We'd have to lift this up high enough to get those nails out. Let's see if we can do that. That one came out. This one pulled through, a nail pull through. So we had one nail head that we were able to lift up through. This one pulled through. It's damaged shingle number 5. Okay. There's another nail pull through here. We still got to get those nails out though, if we were going to replace that. Get this nail out. There's still a nail there. Oh, it's not a nail. It's just more adhesion. I see what the problem is. Shingle number 2, a piece of it stuck to the back of this shingle when shingle number 2 was torn. Okay, there is a nail here. Okay, so take the target shingle out. We are going to end up doing this entire roof anyway, so I'm not putting a new shingle in there. So in the process of taking this one out, shingle number 2 here was torn right here. So now you've got a damaged shingle. It caused it to lift up and caused these nail heads to pull through. This shingle, the target shingle, got damaged, but that doesn't matter for repairability because that would be replaced with a new shingle. But shingle 5 has laminated teeth that have come loose. Shingle number 5 has also had nail heads that have pulled through. And shingle number 7, now we've got a laminated, it's become delaminated because we had to manipulate it. Shingle number 8, not too bad. So we've had subsequent damage to that we couldn't avoid to shingle number 2, shingle number 5, shingle number 7. So there's 3 more damaged shingles that exist here. So now we would reverse this process, install the shingle. Gotta lift this. Gotta lift those shingles high enough to nail a nail. Code and manufacturer's instructions require at least 4 nails. So now we got to nail the target shingle. Okay, so we're done with that, and this is a fail. We've got at least 3 damaged shingles that would now have to be replaced, and by replacing those, it would create a cascading effect and damage more shingles. So this roof, in our professional opinion, is non-repairable.